Welcome back to Indecisive Podcast. Today we have a guest and the winner of My Kitchen Rules.
I was gonna say MasterChef.
I was not.
Don't worry, bro. It's not the first time I heard it. Don't worry. It's not the first time I heard it.
Welcome. How you been, man?
Nah, good. Thanks, bro. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Appreciate reaching out as well.
Yeah.
So,
And I appreciate you, man, coming.
Nah, it's my pleasure, man, being here
Yeah.
and to see us young youth growing somewhere.
Yeah.
It's good.
You don't see that nowadays.
Nah, bro. And that's why when you reach out, I was actually happy, man. I'm more than happy to come and share some knowledge and learn something from you. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we appreciate it for coming here.
100%.
Yeah, man. So yeah, tell us a bit about what you do. Like, how'd you even get into My Kitchen Rules?
Oh, that's a long story, but yeah, I'm gonna cut it short as well. So, for my experience in My Kitchen Rules, actually, funny thing is when I applied for My Kitchen Rules,
Yeah.
my missus, she applied, that's her dream. She wanted always to be a chef,
Yeah.
and she watches this TV show, she's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
She worships it, and then she was telling me, "Oh, babe, I want to go on My Kitchen Rules." She applied for it, and then after that, she's like, "I got in. I want someone to come with me on that."
Yeah.
And I was like, one day she could give me a call. She was like, "Oh, babe, the casting is almost thing, and I need someone to come in. Can you come in?" I was like, "Hold up, what the hell's going on? I can't cook with shit." Sometimes, I was doubting myself. I was like, "Yeah, no, 100%, I'll go with you, to support you and show love in that." So I went in there, and then I was like, "All right, just give it our best shot.
Yeah.
If we make it, we'll make it. If we we just go further as we can.
Yeah.
At least we went on TV, Next minute, one day, the first episode, the first instant restaurant where you come cook at your own house.
Yeah.
So I went in there, and then we got 10 out of 10, the first dish. Bro, I was like, after that, I just surprised my own self. I got shocked. I was like, "Oh, wow. Yeah, I got this." And I was like, you know what? The company just came out from there. After that, I was like, "Oh, all right, let's go. Let's do this." And then, and then became something.
Wait, so
after this.
before that, you didn't cook?
I don't qualify myself as a chef. I just say a home cook because I learned from home, from mom, dad, just growing up around, tasting food, and then mom be in the kitchen whipping stuff, and all that. So I'm like, yeah, I want to taste it. And I lived by myself for a while. So I was like, I cook always for myself and cook but I never knew my food would be good on TV, you know what I'm saying? That's that kind of thing. So yeah, I went, and then after I was surprised myself, and I was like, wow. So yeah, it was pretty good.
That's
What was
interesting.
the first dish you made that made you get it at 10 out of 10?
Was
it Sudanese dish?
Yeah, bro. We use actually Sudanese lamb cutlets.
Yeah.
It's it's a lamb cutlets, but use Sudanese spices on it. So it's a dish that it's spice mix that my dad taught me,
Yeah.
and something that was passed down the line.
Yeah.
I did it, and I did shatta as well. Shatta, she goes off. So it slaps. So I was like, got that, and then as soon as we present the food, they tasted it, came back saying the thing. They're like, I wasn't happy for good scores, and I was like, yeah, it is what it is. They're like, "Oh, it was amazing, 10 out of 10. I was like, "Oh shit, real? That's good." Yeah. So I was like, on that, I was like, yeah. So I went to go down and then did this. So this is the spice mix I use for the 10 out of 10 lamb cutlets.
Yeah.
And this after that, I packaged that, and that was the business, the whole thing going on.
So is this like a secret spice that passed on through the family, or what is it?
Yeah. So that's like a secret spice. So
Yeah.
we call Monzir, Zagashi.
Yeah.
Basically, if you ask a Sudanese person about it, they'll tell you what is Zagashi. Zagashi is something that will marinate the meat with, something spiced with peanut butter, nutty, It's like you use it for everything, seasoning basically.
Okay.
So that's but there's not much people that do it in Sudan. So you have to go to a special place to get it, or everyone have their own different flavors or different way of doing it.
Yeah.
So the way my dad does is different. That's why I call it my dad's secret recipe, because his secret recipe, I don't pass it around, but it's always the ingredients, but not the whole thing,
Yeah.
so did that.
Salute, man.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's mad.
So that was the first 10 out of 10 dish we did. And after that, I went on the show, and then we cooked more Sudanese food. So, so I wanted to represent the culture, Sudan, the people,
Yeah.
Did you cook fufu?
Nah, man. What is
No,
I see that's this thing. People do mistaken fufu and that. I was like, hey, we don't do fufu. We did, we didn't cook asida, but something, because asida would be different to consume, for them. So I was like, how they going to eat with the hands?
Yeah,
So I was like,
they're
no,
gonna
I don't
wow.
like that.
Side eye.
No, it's been like disrespect too, man. I was like, no, we don't do that. So-
I remember my sister. She took acid. I don't know what she was thinking.
Yeah.
She took acid to school. That was way back when she was like and she took it. But somehow her friends actually ate acid, and she didn't even get to eat anything. They actually ate it.
Yeah, bro.
So you can actually find some people that enjoy it.
No, 100%. A lot of people they're down to try new stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people they're like adventurous. They're like, I want to try something different. So
Yeah.
when they eat it, they respect it, but they will eat it. Like, and you see them eating, they're like, well, what the hell's going on and shit.
yeah.
These guys are actually loving it. And then they just dig in and they love it. A lot of people like, and just a couple of my friends who Sudanese food and stuff, their feedback comes back is like, oh, wow, amazing. But everyone's like, oh, I love it. I want to go back again. How you do that? Can you give me some recipes? And I was like, just put them on in that. So
Like me personally, I can eat anything as long as like it appeals to me. Or sometimes I will give it a go.
So you eat with your eyes, yeah?
Yeah, I eat with eyes.
Come on, bro.
Like seafood, like they don't always look like that, but I'll give it a go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like octopus, they don't look appealing to
I
eyes,
think with
but
8 legs and shit.
yeah.
That's different. Me, I could never.
The first time I tried it, I'm like, I took a bite. I don't know. Wait, hold up. This still tastes like chicken pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me.
Yeah. So what do you like now? Is that like your business now? Do you like?
So now what I do on the side is I'm a personal trainer as well.
Yeah.
So PT, and I'll got my own business and I work other side hustles as well. Like you know, I've got a lot going on. But the one thing I wanted to do is to go and do my spice mix. You know, take run with it.
Yeah.
It's already got the name, the publicity, got all that thing. The cloud. So I was like, I'm gonna go. Me and my missus, we decided to go out there and package it and design it, start from scratch. So when I came out of the show, I was like, I need to do this. I just like started with like making mixes, you know, giving to people to try it, and stuff like that. And then after that, like you know, build the website. I got actually a friend of mine. I was like, hey man, because you know through connections, can you build me a website? I want to sell this. He was like, all right. He hooked it up. He's actually a good friend. Respect to him. And then after I moved on, tried to look for packaging. Went on and on, look for packaging. Got sometimes tried different stuff, you know, but started from scratch. It was like a lot of bumps on the road, but still got there at the end of the day. And then now it's like website is done. Now it's like there's articles about it. This stuff is on the thing. So it's like
No, that's sick. That's 30, bro.
I've actually went on the website. I've seen it. Before I message you, because like I think a week before even message you, because like I was like, all right, I'm gonna message you to invite. You know when you were at the African festival at Liverpool?
Liverpool. We saw you cooking up.
Yeah.
We were gonna say hi, but it was too crowded and we can't. You know. I think they were recording you cooking.
Oh yeah, I was in the demos probably. I was in the demos. That's the motherland of Africa. That was good. That was a good event. It was busy, boy. Like we did 3 days. In a row, and it was like all sold out, like the stand, and we had a cooking demo, so we had to cook on the stage as well. So I had to run back and forth, and I was like, oh man, that was
crazy.
good.
What was one of the challenging things that you faced, you know, at my kitchen rules?
The most challenging thing we faced probably is like because we have our strengths and weaknesses in every challenge. My weaknesses probably is like recipe writing. I don't do recipe writing, but I don't know how to develop recipe. And then my missus, she's just really good at it. She does recipe developing and all that. And she's a baker too. She does baking and that. So my strength is like I'll do the physical work where she stays up all night, does the recipes, and I'll sleep at night time, and then she'll sleep after me, and then I'll wake up early. And I run to the shops, bring some groceries and stuff, and then we'll practice one day before we do the thing. So that was like our strengths and weaknesses. But the difficult for me was that recipe developing. So
that's fine. You just jumped on without even having any experience.
You under the bus.
And everyone thinks like, oh, this guy's pretty chef. This guy knows what he's doing. Like I don't know nothing, bro. I just came for the fun, you know. I said there's money to be win, so.
Honestly, in my back of mind, I'm like, all right, this guy probably been studying about it for years or been, learning how to cook. So, but nah, that's good, man. Congrats.
Cheers, bro. Appreciate it.
Actually, that's so good.
100%.
That's good. Was there a time that you thought like, oh, we might actually lose this or we might actually win?
Oh, there's a lot of times we thought like, not that it ourselves, but like we get a bit heated and you're under pressure, and as well you get like the emotions kicks in, and then you're like, oh man, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I want to give up. But at the same time, because there was 2 of us and both of us were like hungry for it, man. We wanted to win this. So I was like, all right, and there's 100 grand, bro.
For sure. We're gonna give our all.
But now my missus, she wanted it really bad because she loved the title and she loved MKR. She always told her friends and her people like, one day I'm gonna be the winner of MKR. And I was like, all right, then I went there to help her pursue her dreams. So I was like, for me, I'm doing it for her as well. So I was like, but we had a couple of rough moments where like we had one argument behind the scene, but no one knows about it. That heated up. I was like, I'm walking at it. I was like, I'm better take off the mic and shit. But I was like, but we did it. We continued and, but we did all right, I reckon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
that's
did
good.
well. I remember
Yeah.
there was a couple times where my mum would chuck on the TV and watch you guys.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, they're Sudanese," like,
Yeah.
because she was gassed too.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Whoa, come on, bro."
Yeah, no, 100%. A lot of people I meet, they're like, especially Sudanese people I meet, it's like, bro, mom wants you, my dad, we were cheering for you.
Yeah.
And I just like get that as well, the adrenaline, the hype.
Yeah.
Like, fine, I did it for a reason,
Yeah.
It's like, that's the whole purpose of, putting our country on the map and,
exactly right.
doing something for a purpose for our people and that.
Yeah.
And put Sudanese food, bro, we'll be the first person to put Sudanese food in TV on Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like something amazing.
Yeah,
that's what I achieved out of it.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
amazing.
it's actually quite good. Like yesterday, I was just studying my sister. Like she was just cooking, my little sister,
Yeah.
and like I was just gassing it out. So like, next time when she gets to learn how to cook, so I can tell her, make me something. So I was just gassing it up. I'm like, you know what? I'm meeting, the guy that won my kitchen rules.
Yeah.
I'm meeting him tomorrow. I was like, oh really? He's like, can you tell him I want to go to my kitchen rules too? I was like, relax.
Come through, I'll give you a phone.
I'm like, relax. First thing, let the food, come good, and then later say something.
That's same as my little sister. My dad, my little sister always me and her like she's cheeky. We have fun in that. She's like, she goes, oh bro, you can't cook. Whatever. Me and my dad gonna go in my kitchen rooms next year. I was like, yeah, good luck. She was like, yeah, we're gonna do one day. I can cook better than you. I was like, yeah, good luck. All right. I always gas her out, but yeah, that's some good stuff.
Nah, that's good. You did put our country to on the map. Like usually, like actually, like especially like I think 2 years or maybe even 3. Like all you see like a bad repetition of our country, especially because of the I think Melbourne incident.
Yeah, the epic gangs
just
and
like
stuff.
gang
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Yeah, and then we get to see something positive like this. It's an amazing, I guess thank you and your missus, man.
Nah, damn, it was a pleasure. It's like something I wanted to do for ages too. And I know what you're talking about as well.
Yeah.
It's like that reputation that always people had the different, view of us where they say, also the Sudanese are, gang members, the trouble, that. They have the bad name because but sometimes like not all of us, it's not everyone is like is a bad egg. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so when I was like, that's one thing I wanted to do too because I see there's youth that just they need role models or youth they need guidance as well. Or you need someone to look up to or someone that you can say I want to be like this person. I want to this guy's doing good. I want to be good. But we didn't have that as here as well. But in Sudan maybe you have role models. But here you come here it's like. You see all that. You see people on TV, the cooks and that, but you don't see chefs. Or you don't see like a black actor in Australia where you look up to say, I want to be an actor. Or black, like you wanted to become a teacher, right?
Exactly right.
So I was like, there's no black teachers, bro. Growing up for me, I never seen a black teacher in my school.
Exactly.
So I was like, that's something that you're gonna as well impact the world with as well. So it's like that's something we all can, contribute and then help out.
Contribute to and all that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, that's lit.
Like, go ahead.
Now, how did you and your missus meet? Like,
That's a good question, bro. A lot of people ask me about it. Like,
because he was telling me, like, he read the article and he said,
I've watched it.
the article
and he said something that your parents didn't know until you guys were on the show or something like that.
Yeah. That was true. So me and my missus, we never said it out loud.
Yeah.
No one knew we were dating.
Yeah.
And one more thing is like, me, I never had a girlfriend. So no one knew I had a girlfriend. I never dated.
Yeah.
She's my first girlfriend too.
Yeah.
So when we went on TV, and then my mom just told me, where you going? I was like, I'm going to go on TV. And then after, she knew her parents, like her mother knew and her people knew, but my parents and my family didn't know.
Yeah.
So I told them, and then after I told them when I was on the show, and then they came actually, first time she met my parents and my parents met her, was on the grand final.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my mom was up there watching, and then Janelle was there, and then, but they met through the phone, like in between, but first time, like talking face to face, was seeing, it was a thing, and then first time she met my mom, she cooked my mom's recipe. Like she did the kisra.
Yes.
So I was like, she was cooking kisra and she was cooking that. And the mom, she's like, from watching from top. I was like, and I was like, hey, fuck it up, you know what I mean? You don't go nowhere. So she was like, but that was like something that they took it in big runner because it's something big. Like for us, like for me to bring a girl home is like. It's not easy. You know how it is Sudanese, So like, so that was like,
I feel like that's like the best way you actually could do, They can just see it in a big, live TV, like, you can't say anything about it.
See, and I set the standard a bit high for my brothers too. Like, no, hey, you gotta get a girl and be on TV too, bro.
Like, that's the only way now. They ain't got a choice.
They ain't got a choice. So I was like, that's something we did. But that was the first time actually my parents met her. She met my parents.
Yeah.
Nah, that's crazy. That's it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Nah, a lot of people say it's a weird way of introducing your parents, but
Yeah. Like, if I told
you
my
gotta
parents,
do what you gotta do,
yeah.
I feel like that's like the best way because like now like they won't say anything, they won't push you anymore. You don't have to go sit down and have the awkward moments like Dad. I'm actually, dating someone, and then later he goes like, "Oh, where she's from? Or she this, she that." Like, it saves you a lot of headache, honestly. Yeah.
But at the same time too, how people will know, or how parents and family don't know, because before you go in there, you do a background check. I already did my police check, so she's good. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I'm saying? They already did my background check on things. I was like, nah. So I was like, yeah. So it was both ways. It was an amazing experience as well, And with that articles that came after it, and they said how that was the niche or something that made us stand out more than other people. Because our love language and the love and that, and how we met and how she met my parents. It took it as a big explosion and got the audience interacted more. A lot of people wanted to see the ending, wanted to see the stuff. So that was good.
I gotta like that did got my attention, It did got my attention. Like I come downstairs and see my parents watching it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's nice because my parents like you watch the show, they watched My Kitchen Rules, they watched MasterChef, and like especially when you guys were on, they were like just there, like it's like almost all the whole family's there watching it. And I just come down like, all right, cool. I wouldn't sit with my parents and watch TV, but. When I actually sat down, I saw the ad. I was like, oh, these guys, like, I was like, oh, we didn't tell our parents. We just, let them know in the show. I'm like, all right, you know what? This actually seems interesting.
Like, shit. I might be in the same boat. Let me listen up.
Let me listen up. Let me get some tips. And you can tell, your parents will be sitting there like, see, mom, see, look, he did good. That's what we're trying to do. Be easy on us.
We understand these guys words,
I was just telling my dad, I'm like, yeah, this actually seems interesting, it was good. Honestly, it was a very good show.
Yeah, but now I'm glad that actually got the people attention and to make young youth or young folks like you, to watch it and see like sit there with your family and that's a bonding thing as well. Where you bond and then as well open doors for other people. Now you can go talk to your family like proudly and say, "Oh, mom, I got a girl that I want you to meet." Or she's not same culture, same thing, but look, other people did it. I can do it too. Interracial couples, interracial couples, we can be out there, like you don't have that fear in your heart no more. You can go and then like he did it, I can do it too. So why not?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, what made you get into personal trainer? Like after
I always wanted to do it, personal training. Like because I grew up in a family with we had 7 brothers, just brothers. We had 3 sisters, 7 brothers. Yeah. Like big family, and then all boys, I was struggling that, and I always wanted to get into personal training because I see my older brothers train, and they always loved had gym at home, and they want to get the physique and the muscle, all that. And then as well, when I was young as well in high school, and that I was like weighing 65 kilos. I was skinny as hell, man. I was like walking around, I was like, I wasn't insecure, but I didn't say I was insecure, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, and all my friends in that, they were big boys and that, so I was like, nah, man, I want to change this. So as soon as I finished school, I went and I was in uni and that, but I started training. That's when I got into gym, started taking protein, started going to the gym, getting bit by bit, and I put it on social media and Instagram. People like my old friends from school that give me the hype as well. They're like, "Oh man, you're doing good. See changes," and people are like, "Oh wow, this guy changed. He put on some muscle." So I was like, "All right," and I was like looking good in my shirts and that. I was like, "Yeah, that's what I wanted to do." Always, that was a good thing. So I was like, I always wanted to be like. Have a bigger thing, physique and look better because I was so skinny and that's the one thing I wanted to change. So,
that's actually good. So the cooking just end up happening, just part of it,
The cooking was a bonus, but the cooking thing as well is like after doing MKR, it made me realize cooking is like is a passion of mine. It was always being being a hobby. But it's not like I wanted to pursue it at the beginning. But now it's like I actually want to pursue it and do it as well and do other stuff. I can do multiple things. I can't just only focus on one. Because you say, how they say, you can keep dreaming, but on the way, your goals change. So it's like my goals keep changing and that. And personal training for me is like, I want to do it because I want to learn as well for myself and help other people as well. It's like, I see people like overweight and that I can help them out. Nutrition is something to do with food as well. You got the nutrition part and you got the training part. Excuse me. And then, so did that. And then with food just came as a hobby, but at the same time now, like it comes like something I know I can run with it. Something good I can get, up there and actually can put, make a big impact in the world.
100%.
So, that's actually pretty good. So like what's the next step now? Like after you finish the, like do you still now involve yourself through like cooking and all that stuff now?
Yeah, we
Like
still
beside your
spice, yeah,
spices.
beside the business, yeah, we still do like cooking demos.
Yeah.
So we travel like maybe like next week we're going to Melbourne
Yeah.
for cake baking sweet.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
nice.
like for a big show.
Yeah.
So we go there and like, we join on the stage.
Yeah.
We cook like with big chefs as well.
Yeah.
Like Manu and all the other guys.
Yeah.
So it's like that's something that it's like it's not something small.
Yeah.
So we'll do that as well, and then at the same time we'll do cooking. Like I'll do stands where like big festivals like African culture.
Yeah.
It's African culture. The one at Hombush is gonna be in September.
Yeah.
As well, I got a stand for there as well, so
Yeah.
I can cook Sudanese food, agashi and stuff, so people can come try our food.
Yeah.
And then as well, we'll do like, and I'm doing multiple streams of things.
Yeah.
So just to keep myself active,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the hustle never stops.
Yeah. 100%.
So basically, yeah.
Ah, that's good.
Nah,
Keep
that's
yourself
it.
busy as much as you can, because
Yeah,
once
bro.
you have kids, you can't do anything else.
That's the thing. I don't want to do what my parents did, and
Yeah.
think like they did good having us and bringing us here into this country, but they came with like my dad. Before I think he had to prepare himself financially,
Yeah.
and you want to bring in this country as well. Australia is a bit expensive, and that.
Yeah.
So you need to have yourself prepared financially before you plan to have kids and plan. So when your kids come, they don't have the same struggles we did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
Well, like I'll go to uni, I'll go work and then go uni,
Yeah.
and then try to make money for uni and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, now I want my kid to study and focus on that, where I can pay for his fees and shit.
Yeah.
So that's something I want to also do. So like I want to do that first,
Yeah.
make myself secure
Yeah.
financially,
Yeah.
and I work hard so my
Yeah.
kids can relax a bit.
Yeah, so they can chill out, you know?
Yeah. We wanted that, yeah?
Yeah.
We didn't want a rich father. Come on, bro. So like, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially like you said, this country, like, especially when one thing goes up, never goes down again.
Yeah.
Like the petrol now, like what? Like almost like what? $2 now?
Yeah, inflation
it's
went
just-
high,
that's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
After COVID?
Yeah, nah.
I feel like I want to get a bike, not a goddamn one, bro.
True.
I swear.
And it's like good. I just got my license like 2-3 years ago, and now what? The petrol was up. Back then, before I had my license, the petrol was like what? Almost $1. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
I had a different, man.
Yeah, that's why I feel sorry for the young folks. They're
Yeah,
like,
they're
they
gonna
say
be
that
struggling.
they have it easy, but sometimes they have it hard too. In that way, because before when I started driving stuff, where the cars are cost cheaper and the petrol is cheap and everything,
Yeah.
and now it's like, bro, to be a youth and to go try to travel and stuff, get a car's like 10 grand. Petrol expensive, all that, fees. Even to catching a bus, bro, now these days it's like $5. Before we used to have like free fees and stuff. where you jump on the bus and that. So it's like, stuff, like you're right. Since the inflation goes up, it doesn't go down.
back down.
Yeah.
Like what's the last week? I went to just buy bread. So I'm like, because for work, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me go buy bread.
Yeah.
Usually my parents do the grocery.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? It's on my way. I'll just stop and grab it. I went to grab it. I'm like, wait. I looked at it. It was like $4.50. I'm like, when is $4.50? Like last time, it was like, wow, like $3. Now it's like, wow, $4.50. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Honestly, it goes up now. It's
Yeah.
just, and the thing is, it just never goes down again.
Yeah, they said the rich gets richer and the poor gets poorer. You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly
inflation goes up. Like for us,
Yeah.
like average people, we get like if the thing goes up, where we gonna afford stuff from?
Exactly right.
And then the rich guys over there, they just
Yeah,
get
they're just chilling.
because
the
chilling and
money's
stuff.
coming
Yeah,
in.
money comes in. So
Yeah.
like, hey man, we gotta break the cycle. We gotta be out there one day.
Yeah.
So,
Do you want to like in the future like open your own store or anything? Is that your goal? Like is that
a lot of
something
people,
you wanna do?
they reach me, like they approach me and they ask me like, when is your restaurant opening? What are you gonna do next? What is that? Like they want me to open a restaurant or do something like with cooking. I tell them a restaurant for me is not like something I wanted to open up because I hear a lot of from experienced people.
Yeah.
Like restaurant wise, when you go into that industry,
Yeah.
it's not just like a small thing where you have to just open a restaurant and get people running it for you, or you come there and show up and show out.
Yeah.
Now you gotta be 24 hours. You gotta put your money and sweat in that, and then you see the money you make.
Yeah.
It's not the same money you will get.
Yeah.
It's not like you say people will say, I make 50 grand a day.
Yeah.
15 grand a day,
Yeah.
and then I'll make like 5 grand out of it or something like
Yeah.
that. Now you probably tax will take out of it, and then
Yeah.
you got your staff and all that. So running a business is not like easy as it sounds.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I was like, I'll go to the other path where I can go get my products out in store and get my name out there. Like I got ebooks as well, sell recipe books and do cooking demos where I can go like travel, do a cooking demo, whatever, with my experience and stuff. People come watch me and stuff. Is easier for me just to cook one time a month or one time a week, and have a stand where I can go out and then teach, show people, or get people to taste my food, like to branch out better than staying in one spot in one location. So that's why it's like for me in the future, maybe in the long run, later after I make the other stuff happen, that'll be probably like in the middle of my checklist or at the bottom. So
It is true. Like actually, a restaurant isn't that easy to run. There's so much that actually goes into it. Cause like I like a few years back, I did work in a restaurant for about a few months.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, a lot goes into it. It's not that easy, you know. Where just people just call out, oh, they make that much, you know, a week or 50 grand a week and all that stuff. Cause at the end, like by the end of the week, so much, you know, can happen.
Yeah.
You know.
You got a lot of losses as well.
Yeah.
You can get someone says like like put it that way, like in a restaurant, like a restaurant compared to a food truck. A food truck is mobile. You can move around with it anywhere.
Yeah.
And a restaurant is placed in one spot.
Yeah.
But with the food truck or with the restaurant, you got stuff.
Yeah.
And then you got stuff, and then you got as well like labor, and you got people that are washing clothes and washing the dishes, and you got chefs you gotta pay and all that. But in a food truck, what you got to do is just make a burger or something. It costs $15 a burger. You put on a box, that cardboard box or whatever. It's like 10 cents.
10 cents, yeah.
But in a restaurant, you put on a plate. You get a plate for $15, the same as the thing. But you got to think about it. It's like washing the dishes. That thing they have to put on a plate. You have to wash the plate. Get someone to wash the plate for you. So that's another cost comes out of it as well. And then bring the stuff to bring it out. That's another cost comes out of it. It's not like just straight away. So everything that in a restaurant actually will cost more way than
the plate's actually expensive too.
Yeah,
they're like one plate can easily cost like $50.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not a joke. It's actually quite expensive. And if like someone break it, then whoa. Like,
and you can't have like first of food, you can go up to a higher price.
Yeah.
You can sell a burger for $20.
Yeah.
In a restaurant, you can't. No one will come to you buy a burger in a restaurant for $20.
Yeah, 100%.
Like what the hell is this, bro? I can cook it at home. Like, no way.
That's so true. That's so true.
So
Yeah. Oh, like you can also get other people to like entertain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the restaurants I work, somehow they get DJs, like they get women, like belly dancing or do like kind of bit like tricks and all that stuff, like fire,
so entertainment,
and all that stuff.
Yeah. So that's another thing. So I don't want to open a restaurant, but I want to do pop-ups. So like last month we did a pop-up.
Yeah.
Pop-up is a restaurant takeover.
Yeah.
So you come hire a restaurant for one day, you take over.
Yeah.
On a day, and then you pay the guy for that day that he's closing, and you take over. So you have you cook your own food and you like promote it as a ticketed event. It's like an event where people they go and go enjoy the food. We had that last month. So we had a DJ, and then we had cocktails and mocktails and wines and stuff. And then they came with 4-course meal. So we took over. Me and my missus will cook all the food and stuff. We had 2 waitresses, and then we put it out for 50 seats. 50 seats, 50 tickets.
Whoa,
So it's like, it was full. It was all packed. The tickets were sold out like that.
Yeah.
And then, so people, they'll come have the experience. We'll try our food. And it's not like we open a restaurant every day. So they can try our food for one day. It's just an event for one time thing, And then we'll do it for the next month and then next month. Like something like that to just get people entertained and people to try it. To get, to experience our food and to see what we're about. But to run a restaurant is not for me, bro.
So when you pay them like that money for the day that you're booking it, like, do you get to use like the food over there so you can cook?
No, you
like
bring your own groceries. So you just pay so you pay the guy for his restaurant for the space. And then you bring your own groceries. You bring your own list of stuff. So your groceries, what you're gonna cook and stuff. And you hire your own stuff as well because the restaurant is closed. So you bring your own stuff, or you can hire that stuff, but it's gonna come out of your cost. So you do that. And then for pop-up, so we hired the place. We got our own stuff, and then we got family helping us as well. And we had the food and all that, all from our expenses. So we do profit and loss at the end of the day is like what you make out of it and what you spend. Because it's a ticketed event, people they buy a ticket but they come for 4-course meal. It's like, but people they pay for the experience, not for the food only. So they expect to come enjoy, man, and like they have entertained between the middle, ask questions, meet the people, take photos. That's all part of the enjoyment. So like, why not? So that's better than I'd say better than a thing restaurant for me.
Nah, that's mad. That's sick.
And that's also like that could be like a first-hand experience of like how to run a restaurant. You know what I mean? Like you can get experience out of it.
And you see the difference between running a restaurant and pop-ups because that you run it for one day and you be alright, like because you can't run an event every day. No one will come to you every day. Like that thing will be hyped, needs text. Because promoting and all that will take you about easy a month or two. You need beforehand to organize it. So you get the hype and to forget the whole restaurant full one time. That's all right. But after that, like some restaurants are going with the trend. The trend, there's something trending now is like, oh wow, this go with the trend. And then the trend just drops. And the restaurant goes downhill. So then what's going on? You don't get so much people coming walking in, no traffic. So a lot of people, because I did my research before jumping to that. That's what I always do. Like before anything, I do my research and that, like, because I don't want to jack myself, because I learn as well and ask people for people that experience what they're doing and that, and then that's how I get all the knowledge.
That's good. What trends like is there right now that's happening around for restaurants? I remember that guy, like that soap guy that does that soap like that. Yeah, soap.
You go soap. You had what is his name as well? Little Lagos, the Nigerian restaurant at Newtown. That's the one we did the pop up. They had the trend where no one tried African food before. So they're like, fufu, what's fufu? It was trending. Was trending for a while, and then people they go there, they buy the food, they eat it, they taste it, they take videos. Like, you know, a lot of white people that are like, it's a trend. And then it went for a while, and then it dropped a bit, and then you see the food traffic drops down a bit. So like that's kind of trend, like food trends. Like anything will trend. Like now you make a funny meme. How long would it go for? Probably like 3-4 months. You get cleared after that, it dies out. That's a trend. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I think something else comes that beats it.
Something else comes out. Like that. So
even like that, you know, that black bun burger.
KFC.
Yeah. What's it called?
I forgot what was it.
There was a name for it, but you don't put it on camera, bro. Some racist name and shit. The N-word, you know, burger and shit, like that kind of shit.
But actually, I just tried it last time when we went out together. That was my first time.
The one at Rockdale?
Yeah. That was my first.
Black burger, from KFC and that.
Yeah, we all went together. That was actually my first time trying it out.
Like, to be honest, it's no different from any other regular.
It's just the food coloring.
That's exactly what it is.
But that's the thing with trends. It's just something a little bit different, and everyone just wants to jump on it.
100%.
Yeah. What's one piece of advice that you would like to give people, if they want to go through my kitchen rules
and stuff like that? I would just say take whatever opportunity that comes your way. And then go with it, even if it's not planned or is in your goals or in your dreams. Yes, if any opportunity that came out to you, just take it and go with it, you know. And then you'll learn on the way what it is, and if it benefits you. But every opportunity sees it, you know. That's my.
That's a good advice, to be honest. Like that's like not just my kitchen rules. That's if anything in life, you know.
That's in life.
If an opportunity comes to you, take it, you know. Because you know that one chance you take, you know, could change your whole life around.
100%.
Yeah. Like that's you know, you weren't planning to go on it. But you went on it and look at you won it.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That's why I'm saying this out of experience, because this advice actually that's what I used. It's like opportunity that came to me and I just seized it and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take it and see how it goes. I'm not confident to go in there and think it's not my thing. I don't know what is gonna happen and stuff. I just went in there blinded. But at the same time I seized the opportunity and I went with it, and then now it opened pathways, opened doors for me. So that's something, I'll give that to the kids of anyone's watching this. Or that's the advice, like take an opportunity that comes to you, take it and run with it, and then if it doesn't benefit you, at least you tried and you got something out of it. Experience.
100%.
So like I know you mentioned this earlier, but I just wanted to clear it out. Like, so if you want to sign up to to get to like my kitchen rules, do you just sign up? Is that what it is?
You go through a couple of like paperworks and couple of auditions and stuff like that.
Also
audition. But you sign up as well, like through online and stuff as well. You sign up online and then you see how it goes through progress. The steps to it. There's levels. It's like the step when you get in there, you get accepted. There's this level now. You gotta see if you qualify to make it. Or if you have a history, or if you have this, that. Then you go to the next step where they come audition you at the house and see your skills. And there's process. There's like as well. They give you like questionnaires and stuff. See if you can pass it. There's a mental health questionnaire. Mental health. If you can't handle under pressure, they won't be able to put you in, bro. Because if you crack and then and some people they have mental issues and stuff. So when they're under pressure, they can't cope. So they will ask you questions and stuff, and then they'll see how you can cope with that pressure. If you can't, then they'll say no.
It kind of makes sense because on the show, it kind of seems like there's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Like there's so much going on.
And then there's a lot of people as well with like immune systems, like weak immune system, or they get sick easily, traveling, homesick, all that. So they ask you questions like that. If you're that person that they decide that you can't handle and stuff, they will tell you, sorry, you didn't make the cut.
So did they tell you right there and then when you had
through the auditions until every level. So if you see the every level you go to, if you pass it, then they tell you, all right, you're next level. This was the inquiries or requirements to do it. You go to the next one, you meet the requirements, you go to the next one. Until like thing, it's not like 3 or 4 steps, but there's a lot of stuff to do with it to check your background as well. Have you got a criminal record on that.
Yeah.
It's like all that stuff.
So if you failed any one of those levels, that's it.
Yeah. That's how you know I'm good.
Yeah.
You know, I got a clean slate.
Clutch, I don't know if they checked yours or your missus at this point.
I probably lied.
And she just slid your name in.
Yeah, I had to put a different name and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's good. Like the fact that there's so many like steps and you passed it without having a prior experience in cooking. That's like that means you're just natural chef, man.
Yeah, that's the natural. So they do. You come and do audition as well to see how you cook and how you you know, like how you handle food and stuff like that at home before you pass it. And the way she came, and she like there's a lady came to our house and they checked it out. She's like, oh wow, like you know, and she tasted the food and she asked me like background questions and stuff like where am I from, what was my history and stuff. And she's like, she was really impressed there. So the soonest thing, because I came a bit later to where before like you know a bit later than everyone else in the thing, and then I made the thing and then I'm like they guy, so like they're like, oh you are guy, that's the guy we're looking for. So all right, that's why they. And then actually fun fact, they said there are about about 20,000 50,000 people that signed up to the show and didn't make the cut, and then only take certain amount of people that made the cut. Out of that they have to narrow it down to like maybe 40 people or 40 something contestants.
That's great. That's an achievement.
Yeah,
that's a big achievement.
So it's not easy to make it.
Yeah,
it's like people that watch it are like, oh, this guy's thinking that. But even in master chefs and stuff like that, you see a lot of people that apply. You got Love Island, you got all the shows are like that. But this is the thing, you just gotta. And some people they make it through like they have followings or they have this or they have connections. You can go through. But if you don't have nothing, then it's pretty hard.
I guess you gotta stand out from the majority of the
you gotta stand out. You know?
With you, it was probably definitely the food that you guys made. They've never seen food like that before. So
100%.
that to them was like, rah, that's it.
I stand out for sure, bro. What the black guy there? What's the about?
Like also your background, and he's got like different background, and he's together like that. So crazy, nice stories. So
and our story stand out too for everyone else, you know. Where my parents and my girlfriend never met before. Like that stood out as well. So stuff like that, and then they see you and all that. But as well as saying is that as well in the show they will have like everything is not scripted, so everything's freestyle. And sometimes what they do is they go the editing, or sometimes they do what it is they'll have a character, they organize a character for you, or like they write your script or they write like thing before like before you come in the show. And they have to try to fill up your role like as to that compared to that role of that like the character they build up in their mind before they bring anyone in. So it was like for me they said I was like quite got humbled, and I'm like I don't talk at all. You see, I got offended so much.
I'm like, bro, that's not me.
Like I was like sitting on the sideline because I was like I'll talk on the thing on the table and we'll have discussions and stuff. But they played me as that character of that guy of like humble, and he doesn't talk. So every time I talk, they'll come up at it. They just wanted to build up the hype to see people. So people they watch it, the audience they engage the audience. Like this guy, how come doesn't talk? Like want to see what he's gone. Went to the next episode, and then the next one until my episode came up, where I did our instant restaurant when I cooked. And then I talked, and then like, oh wow, he talks. And I see people in the comment that he talks. I was like, yeah, I'm not deaf. I was like, so like that. So
it makes sense. I was actually one of those people. Actually, like I did at the beginning. I'm like, like you weren't talking much, to be honest. Actually, it did make sense now.
They made, and I was a bit offended. I was like, well, how come I'm not talking? I was talking. I was saying something. Why you keep replaying the same smile I was smiling before? What is this? And I was like, it's a bit thing. But after I knew why is that because there's like they have to hit the targets and get the audience engaged. So I was like, all right.
It makes sense, I guess. You can't just because it just because most of the things it just happens. It's just free all right. So I guess they want to add a little bit twist to it. So
all this stuff I'm telling you now is insights. No one knows about it. So you just first got it. So you're supposed to get it in the show. You can just tell that.
This actually is interesting. I guess
it's crazy. That's lit.
So is this like same thing with like my Master Chef? Pretty much the same, I guess.
I think that would be like applied to most of the TV reality shows. Like they have like standards, protocols or something they have to meet. So that's what I'm guessing. Probably the same thing. So like that's why, because when we are there as viewers, you don't see it. For me too, I used to watch TV and that I never seen it until you inside, like inside man. When you go inside the experience, now you don't see TV the same as everyone else. You view it differently because you had that experience. You've been inside there, you know. So for me now, I watch it like, I bet you they cut this guy.
There's certain things
I know what they're doing. Like I've seen this guy. They fucked him over. You know? I relate to this guy right now. So even if you're a good guy, they'll make you as a bad guy. Or if you're a bad guy, they have to get something out of it. Because that's how it is. But at the same time, that's why we run. A lot of people, a lot of characters, they get judged. They get judged for who they are on TV. So it's like, you know, it's like when you walk out and you people are like, oh, this guy's he was dick on math, you know? He was like that type of guy, you know, he was rude and that. But when you see him in person, actually it's not that rude. Because I met other people from like TV shows, because we go to events. I met people from Math, Married at First Sight. I met people from MasterChef. I met people from like other TV shows and stuff. And then they don't pursue them as the same way as this, that thing. Like other TV pursues them as like they're bad people or villains, or they're good characters but they're horrible in person. So like that, you learn that after, like, you know.
Oh, this gives different perspective now.
That's crazy,
I can't hate on someone when I see someone being like, you know.
Everyone got their own struggles. That's what I was like.
But I'd hate to be that guy that's portrayed bad on TV, you know? Like, especially if I'm actually like a genuinely good person in like in reality. That would suck, you know.
100%.
You know, I got all these people hating on me when in fact I'm genuinely a good person. You know? That would suck.
But that's what I have to. I'll probably like, you know how they say, all right, we're gonna pursue you as the bad guy. They don't tell you you're gonna pursue you as the bad guy. You just be filming and nothing, everything's going well. And then when it comes to the editing, they cut it. And then when you're home watching yourself, you see as, you know, you come like they cut it to make it as the bad guy. So it's like. So it's like they pursue you as the bad guy, but sometimes like they tell you the bad guy will last the longest. You know what I'm saying? To the end of the show, because they need that villain first, the hero kind of thing. So they make you seem like as that guy will be like it will last the longer and stuff. So you have to just take the role or just go with it. I would like say like for me it's like they built me up as to be that quiet guy, humble guy until the end. And then no one's seen it coming. I was like, we're the underdogs. I feel it's like, you know, it's like, this guy, they can't cook. He looks at him. Look at this guy, can't cook for shit. It's just, they're so young. They don't know nothing. But and then they build it up. I'm telling you, one, because I feel it came out to be a thing. But they can't really show you behind the scenes of how we cooked in the kitchen, first episode. And how we did pretty good, you know, we did all that. But they will cut it down to like, make it like just enough for the viewers to watch. To see like, they won't bring the good well stuff. So if I see you doing so good at the beginning, that's when you're going to win. So I'm not gonna thing, you know. So they gotta have to, you know, make you drop your lower and then to build up your thing.
For sure.
That's pretty interesting. Like, to be honest with me personally, if I portray as a bad guy, I don't mind. As long as you pay me more than the rest. If you're gonna make me look bad, pay me more than the other people, right?
Or at least give my, you know, leave my role, play for longer. I want to be the bad guy until the end. I don't mind. But don't make me bad guy and then kill me off. You know?
But like, let me know. I'll even act worse.
Or even there's a prize money, give me the money. I'll be the bad guy. You know?
That's true.
That's how it is. The TV is like, I don't know. They have their own magic. So it was like,
You know, me and him, last time we were talking, they asked us one of the questions on our podcast, and they were like, "Oh, who's the best cook?" You know, and I'm like, next time if we actually meet you, we'll both, you know, cook our dishes and present it. We'll see which, you know, who's better.
That's how the challenges starts. But you gotta cook and then see how it is. I feel, bro, if you're gonna put me against another chef or another home cook, and we'll cook, probably like. Their food will look amazing. My food will look like terrible, but their flavors will be like different. And that's what they judge you on as well. And that's why I was like, I don't care, man. I got the flavor. At the end of the day, I got the flavor. You know what I'm saying? Might as well it's different.
Their food just looks good and like a bit of sauce and that's it, a bit of salt and that's it.
You have the pepper, salt and pepper on the table, and they give you like a scallop or something, just a little round thing, and they give you like a little garnish and tell you, "Oh, here, this food." It's not food, but my food is a big plate. You know what I'm saying? I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. So
that's good, man. It would have been interesting to see someone actually make a scene like fufu and actually present to people. I want to see their reaction, you know?
Nah, I reckon that would have lost them the show, definitely. They would have saw that, touched it, and be like, what is this?
What is this? You're giving us raw dough? Come on, man, go home. They would have like some certain foods like people would understand it from the first go.
Definitely.
So you gotta be mindful of that as well. And you gotta be mindful of like stuff with like a lot of stuff, you know, with when you put in your food as well. So for me, plating my food, like I'll plate bamia and how my mom should do it at home is different. Because now I gotta make it presentable
Yeah.
for the viewer, for the eater,
Yeah.
for the customer consumer, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like that comes in that role part where you have a little bit of finesse, and that's what's different between a home cook and a chef.
Yeah.
You see a chef, they have like all that stuff, but they have that finesse on the plate.
Yeah.
With a home cook, they'll just have this big plate in the middle.
Yeah.
And just you eat it, and then you see the flavors hit you.
Yeah.
It's different. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, you see it like it's not appealing, but you just gotta will to take the bite.
Yeah.
That's true.
Makes sense, man. What's it called? The last thing I want to ask you was you know, by the end of life, what would you want to what would you want people to think of you, I guess?
So my goals are, or my thing is, my intentions, I want it to be like a role model or make a purpose.
Yeah.
Leave a print in this world before I go.
Yeah.
You know? And actually, Australia, I always say it to my missus, I want to be the first black guy, the first rich black guy in Australia.
Yeah.
Or the first famous black guy in Australia. Someone like, you know, so people can look up to Australia or something.
Yeah.
And after I can go around the world, be like thing.
Yeah.
Because to give that people, if I can do it, everyone can do it.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
That's my motto. Is like, hey man, just gotta keep trying hard.
Yeah.
And if you can influence or impact someone's life,
Yeah.
that's mean you won already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
sure.
like more than you doing a good deed or something. That's for me.
Yeah.
What about you? Let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Let's
What
do
about
it.
what about you? What do you think of, or what is like want to see yourselves in life? Like, what do you want to see yourself in like 5 years, 10 years time?
Mate, to be honest, I want to see myself teaching kids. Like, you know, I'm doing teaching at the moment, and I want to be that teacher that kids later come back to and be like, he was my favorite teacher. I learned this from this guy. I learned that from that guy. You know, I want to be type of teacher to motivate students. You know, show students that they could go far. You know, if they put their mind into their education and they actually put their mind into like learning and educating themselves. Because nowadays, a lot of kids, they don't have that. Especially in school, especially the school that I'm doing practice, they don't have that father figure. You know, like they don't. There's not many male teachers around in schools nowadays. So having a male teacher is like a big thing for for students, especially like boys. You know, because the surrounding majority of them are like female teachers. You know, so having that male teacher and learning from the male teacher and seeing that you can do the same thing I did is like that's one thing I want to do later. Like in 5 or 10 years time. You know.
Oh, that's amazing, man.
Like that's actually
That's
interesting.
really
what you
amazing.
said. Yeah, that's actually interesting what you said. Like how having like being father figure or a female teacher should be a mother figure. Because now as a teacher, I think that's one role you should also play, right? Because you're teaching the kids, and the kids in a way or two they will look up to you. Not a lot of teachers like they kind of give that kind of vibe. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Only for you, and that's what makes the difference between a good teacher and a great teacher, right? So that's really interesting. Well,
let's see.
well, for me, I wanna like go back and actually reinvest in my country, in our country, and maybe expand to like neighboring countries, or just go through Africa. I just want to build like a business and just expand, I guess, across Africa. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be like, I don't want to leave I don't really care what people think, I guess, but I just want to be the person behind the scene that does something and helps people, I guess.
So you lay back, but you have a purpose. See, like everyone has a purpose, has a why you want to do it, and that's something great. For me, I see you as being the biggest reporter in Australia, bro. Because you have some good questions, you know what I'm saying? That's good, but yeah, bro, you got good as well. You got some good goals as well, and you're doing it like that. Actually, that means a lot for someone that maybe an orphanage kid or a kid that doesn't go nowhere, you can change lives. That's a big impact as well in the world. So you just keep doing that, you will change the world, Only just all it takes is one person, one of us to give the hype, to show that person who can do, It's like I pass you something, I pass you the torch, you pass to the next person. And that's how it works. And that's why as Africans or as like ethnic people, we need to lift up each other, inspire each other. That's the thing is like as well, Sudanese, that's what I'm saying is like putting Sudanese on the map is like, wow, putting Sudan, and then as well as like Adam, he invited me to this podcast, and then I was like, all right, I seen you as Sudanese brothers. I was like, all right, man, that's my thing, that's my gig. I'll come through, teach something, I'll learn something from you, it's like, and exchange words and stuff. That's something as well that means a lot. Because now anyone that's watching it, they'll be like, oh well, these guys they on the stuff, and and like other kids will see it like, I want to be like this guy as well. and stuff like that. So it's good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, nah,
It
thank
was
you
good
for having
having
us,
you,
man.
you know?
I mean, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you, man.
Nah, I appreciate you too. It's a pleasure, guys, and hopefully we'll do some more stuff in the
Yeah,
future. You know.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Make
sure.
sure the ones you guys are watching, make sure to check out, man. These spices, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try some. I'll let you know how it goes.
For sure. And I'm gonna come back next time and I'll see if you just cook with it. You better not lie to me, but
Nah. I'll cook and show you photos.
yeah, 100%. I'm gonna hold you accountable, and you too, bro.
For sure, man.
Nah, guys. So yeah,
Well,
please like and subscribe as well for and
Yep.
share, send some love and share.
Yeah,
boys.
definitely.
peace out.